Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're a first-time viewer, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for supporting the channel. Today I'm doing a different video, and this video is not a DIY or a hack or something in the likes unboxing. I'm actually going to talk about a product that I've been using, my personal experience. And I'm guessing that if you haven't heard of this company or this product, you will, based on my experience. I'm not going to go into details of the full extent of how these work and if they work, if they don't work. I'm going to tell you my personal experience. And the company I'm talking about is Lifewave. So Lifewave is a company that sells and markets these what they call patches, and these are a ton of patches. This is the X39. I haven't sorted out here. This is the X49. I am not promoting this product. I just want to tell you what my experience has been with these patches, and a high level overview of what these patches are. These patches don't have any chemicals, any drugs. They're just amino acid crystals that you put it on your skin on certain points in your body. Some people say acupressure points. They have actual instructions and photos and on how you can actually where the placement of these patches go. As I speak to you, I'll look for that in my phone. But I wanted to speak of my personal experience. I have been using these since February of 2016. Let me show you right here real quick. So this is February 2016, 2024. So at the time of this recording, we're in October. So that goes to show you that's been maybe 7-8 months, if my math is correct. I came across these because a friend, we were talking, and we were catching up, and I was telling him of a family member who was going through cancer, and he wasn't trying to sell me the product. He just told me of testimonies that he had heard of people that actually had some success in improving their health condition using these patches. I don't want to use the word healing because I can't make that claim, but I will tell you is that I got more interested in the patches because I have my own health challenges. I had at the time a torn rotator cuff. This is a picture pretty much really quick on my phone, and it tells you where the placement for the patches go. It'll tell you what the patch is and then where it goes, but it's a little blurred. But just to go back to what I was discussing, so and also I get these headaches from occipital neuralgia. I watch my health because like I said, there's certain health challenges that I have. I also have a condition called Sjogren's syndrome. When he told me about the patches, I got interested myself because I said, wow, no drugs, no chemicals. You put this on your skin, and the way it's supposed to work is it uses your own body's light or infrared light. If you turn off the light and you use a night vision camera, you're going to see the person's infrared, right? Heat. So that's supposed to in turn activate these crystals, and these crystals would take that light and project it back into your body because of whatever the amino acid crystals in here. Well, for the X39, it triggers a copper peptide, and that copper peptide in turn will stimulate stem cell activity, stem cell regeneration, or awaken stem cells. stem cell growth, and so on and so forth. They have several patches. I'm not going to go into details, but I want to show you that before I go and tell you my personal opinion, I'm going to show you that I, have had my share, and I have this here for a reason, and I have this here for a reason as well, because I want to just go into there. But I want to show you really quick that I've been using this product, and I'm not. Here we go. See, look, I've tried the patches just so before I go in and tell you my experience. This is an unbiased X39. Aeon, they all do something different, right? I will tell you one thing. The first thing I don't like about the company and what I've come to seeing in videos, how people get excited pushing this product, as a business, because you can only get these through, MLM, multi-level marketing, and I don't like that. And see, these are the patches. They pretty much almost look the same except for the Ice Wave. I do have Ice Waves too, but they're distinguished in the back. Other than that, if you take this off, you can't tell the difference between the carnosine from the X49. You can go in here, see X49, and so on and so forth. So I already stated that I've been using these for 10 months. What's my experience? Not 10 months, 8 months. My hopes were that some of these, this is a glutathione, and that's supposed to help with detox. Again, if you look at the this is what covers the glute for the adhesive, and then it'll tell you exactly. So once you remove this, and if you put them together, you can't tell them apart. Some are for inflammation. So being that I get headaches from something called occipital neuralgia, I figured that this might help, and it also might help with the pain with my rotator cuff. And I said, hey, stem cells. I know stem cells. They repair the body, they heal the body. So going back to what I was saying was, I don't like the fact that people get excited and the fact that they make this a business. So if your concern is a person's well-being, then but you're making money off of them, it's that's always it still bothers me to this day. And I would have to say that I told people about it in the hopes that they maybe would have a better quality of life. One thing with the X39 is you have to wear it for 12 hours and then remove it, but the whole time that you are drinking, you're wearing this, you have to make sure you're drinking lots of water. As you can see here, I have alkaline water. It doesn't matter what the brand is. This is not a paid, but I always drink alkaline water. They say that also make sure that have a healthy diet. A lot of people recommend Celtic salt. As you can see, I have it because of the vital nutrients, or what do you call that? The minerals that's in the salt that it's supposed to have. Drinking the water, they say that you should drink at least half your body size. So if you're 150 pounds, you should drink at least 75 ounces or more of water, and stay hydrated the whole time you're wearing the X39, and then make sure that you're getting some good minerals. So I've done this, I've done it, and my experience has been, I would say that I don't think I've seen any improvements with the headaches. I'm not looking for a cure. I never expected this to be a cure. I figured, no chemicals, no drugs, whatever I had to lose. The other thing that they tell you is that for the X39 to work and for you to get your stem cells at their full capacity in your body as when you were young, that's the reason why, we age and our hair turns gray and we get wrinkles, and it's because as you get older you have less and less stem cell activity in your body, and they say that the X39, it's supposed to reactivate your stem cells, but in order for you to get your stem cells at 100%, you would have to use the patch 1 month for every 10 years of your life. So if you're 30 years old, then you wear the patch every day for 3 months, and so on and so forth. If you're 50, then it would be for 5 months, every day for 5 months, so on and so forth. And then if you combine it with the X49 and so on and so forth, so they give you recommendations, right? I've started using the product. I can't tell you anything about my rotator cuff because I was expecting for stem cells. First of all, the rotator cuff is in an area where it's very it takes a long time to heal, and if it even heals at all, sometimes you definitely need surgery. Mine was not even like less than a quarter inch. It's a small tear, but it was very painful. PT and collagen pills kind of help a lot. I haven't had the surgery, and I'm going towards over a year with it right now. So I'm better. I don't know if the X39 helped or not, because what you hear a lot of people say is that sometimes what happens is the stem cells, they prioritize something else in your body. They may not go to the specific location or treat what you wanted to treat, because they may go and they may target something else. Like let's say they say that you could reverse cardiovascular health by 7-8 years, something like that. If you have something else going on, I have like bulging discs in both my cervical spine and my spine, and I have a herniated disc both in my cervical spine and my cervical spine and in my spine. So at this point, I don't know. I can't tell you for sure. I would need an MRI to see if the wound, if the tear itself healed at all whatsoever. But I will tell you this much. I'm going to tell you the things that the claims that I've heard. I personally did not experience these. I was focused more of getting treatment for three things. Those headaches. I was hoping to, healing for, or, at least some sort of, restoration of my rotator cuff. And I also have tinnitus, and I was hoping that this, I said, let me give it a shot. I'm not setting my heart 100% on it, but I can tell you that I said, you know what? I did a lot of searching on YouTube and on the web and studies, and even Schmidt. He's the creator. Very impressive background. So I was able to tell you all the claims that because sometimes what they say is you may not see improvements in an area that you're expecting to, but you may see in others that you weren't looking. For example, I saw a video of a man who said he was treating this for his rotator cuff or shoulder pain, and then he said, but at the same time he noticed that he saw some improvement, because he had issues with incontinence due to a prostatectomy, and then he said that those problems went away with the incontinence, and so on and so forth. I've seen people talk about having Parkinson's, and then the Parkinson's going away. Another testimony is that I shared this with someone who has some onset of Parkinson, started using it. There was no improvement. Doctor recommended for him not to get off his medication, and I didn't see that. Yet I saw multiple videos where this supposedly helped with that condition. I'm not here to put down the company, because I'm telling you what my experience, what I lived, what I've been through with this. So I've seen videos of people claiming that they couldn't read. If you look for this on YouTube, you'll find it, that they couldn't read that close. But then after using the X39, they could now read. I've heard testimonies of people saying that they had floaties, and they, using the X39 within a certain amount of time, the floaties were gone. I have floaties. My floaties look the same. I can read. I need glasses for distance, and now my nearsighted, my near vision is, if I bring this closer to my eyes, it gets blurry. No improvement whatsoever. If anything, I think it's gotten worse. I've heard testimonies of people saying that they had hair loss, or hair started growing back, and people who had gray hair, their hair color, reverting back to its original color. I personally didn't experience that. I don't have hair loss, but I do have, my hair, it's not, as brown, as dark brown as it used to be, and there's been no improvements there, my experience. The other, I've seen a testimony of one or two people that said that they had tinnitus and this helped. I know it was a guy from Australia on YouTube, and he said that he wore the glutathione patch for an extended period of time on one side of his, right below his ear, and supposedly, he noticed that the tinnitus that he had there was gone, and then he said that he was going to wear it on the other side and report back. I never saw a follow-up video, but I also saw a woman who also claimed the same exact thing. My tinnitus is still there. I don't know if, I've noticed that I never had tinnitus. I noticed it in the last couple of years. I think it might be due to the, Moderna vaccine, but you know what? We're not going to get into that, because before that, I never had tinnitus. People have claims of their cholesterol going down, or their A1C or their sugar going down. I do blood work every 90 days. I look at my A1C, and I haven't seen any improvement whatsoever. Whatever improvements I've seen in my blood work, it's been due to lifestyle changes. I cannot tell you that for sure that it was the X39, X49, or whatnot. I wear this every day, and as you can see, I save this. Another thing that I don't get is they say that you can only wear it once, because you can't wear it again because they wear out. But I looked at these, I looked at the way they're made, and it's 2 layers of whatever this plastic is, and the that part is inside in between. So I don't know how it gets worn out. I don't know if that's true. I haven't sent this to a lab. I haven't sent the unused one and the used one to a lab. Has anyone done that? Is it worth my resources, my time? No. The other thing I don't like is that they only give you a 90-day money-back guarantee. I don't think 90 days is enough for someone to be able to go back and say, hey, this didn't work. I want my money back. A lot of people say you're not going to see sometimes improvement in 90 days. Well, people swear that they have had improvement within a day or two. People have sworn that they had like arthritis, and just by holding the patch in their hand, they felt relief right away. Like I said, in fairness, the other thing to take into consideration, we're not all created equal, in the sense that metabolically our metabolisms is different, so that's why it may work for some, it may not work for others. So I'm trying to be fair here, but I'm just telling you my experience. It would have been nice if my vision improved. It would have been nice if some of those floaties disappeared like some people claimed. One thing that I did notice, I don't know if it has anything to do with the X39 or not, my workouts, I have been able to run, longer, double my, one of my experiences when I don't jog for a certain amount of time, 3 or 4 weeks, and then I start jogging again, the next day my legs are sore. Well, I had stopped jogging for 90 days for just, laziness, and I needed to do a stress test. And the one thing that I noticed when I got back on track, that whole 90 days, I was on the X39. Not only did I run twice my normal distance, I would run, every other day, I would run 2 to 3 miles or 2 miles Coming back 90 days after no running at all and no physical activity, I was able to run 4 miles, and the next day my bones, my legs didn't hurt. Was it the X39? Was it a placebo? Was it just my mind? Like they say, mind over matter. I don't know. I can't make that claim because I really can't tell you. So here I have X49s, and what I do is I keep track. I'll put a little letter like this is Aeon. That one is a G. That's a glutathione patch. I keep them. I wanted to show that on camera because I did a video of when I started this, and let me see. So far in the video we have gone. We're recording 20 minutes, but I needed to put this out there because I've done everything, all the recommendations. I've seen the studies. This is like a phototherapy. It uses light to actually activate whatever process in your body, like the X49. I will attest that the Icewave patch. I know personal people that I have given it to with certain type of pain, and they have said that it has worked on them. It says this doesn't make the pain completely go away, but they do get 90%, 80%, pain relief compared to taking a Tylenol or so. That's a win. When I tried it, when I got my headaches, I didn't see any difference whatsoever, and I did the patch placement, doing the whole clock thing, and that didn't work for me. In conclusion, not only am I a customer, my dislikes is the fact that this is a multi-level marketing company, and people always excited like, oh yeah, you can make a business and this and I'm like, okay, so I get it, but I don't like it. I don't like it, especially for a product like this. The other thing is, like I said, I've been drinking the water. I've been drinking good water. I've been doing the salt. I've tried the different patches for different things. I've had a baseline of my health. I had a baseline of blood work. And, nothing changed drastically. Nothing jumps out to say that, hey, I've been using these patches and this is the improvement I've seen, other than, like I said, the workouts where, I do monitor my blood pressure. I do monitor my heart rate, and my heart rate is pretty stable for the most part. I had an ulcer the whole time that I had the patches, and 90 days later I went back for another endoscopy, and the ulcer was getting better, but that's because I was the pantoprazole, and other than that, the patches didn't make it go away, at least not for me. So if you're watching this video and that worked for you, good for you. Not everyone's the same. And then just wanted to show you here, like just like, to be completely honest, I don't think that I've benefited from this. I would say that I wish I can get my money back. I know I'm not, because it's beyond the 90 days. But that's my experience. And, like they say, the proof is in the pudding. I didn't just want to come out here and talk about it. And it's working for a lot of people that I've seen. I know what convinced me was to use it. A pastor had some problems with his spine, and he had some issues, and he has the MRIs and he has the imaging to prove it, and he's been living in pain for years, and he started using a combination of these patches, and he was able to get back on his feet and having no pain and doing things. And like I said, it may work for some people it won't. Not for me. I do have like very high cholesterol. Medication and lifestyle has kept that where it is. I didn't see any change otherwise using the patches with my blood work for these last 6 months. In conclusion, whether they worked in a different area or not, I don't know. I may not know that right away, but I will tell you this. For me, I'm gonna probably discontinue using the product and look for other, more realistic, holistic, what do you call it? Channels like, herbal. I'm gonna go the herbal route. I try to stay away from pharma, but sometimes there is no choice. I will tell you, gabapentin has worked better than the patches, and I've been on Celebrex, Tizanidine, I've been meloxicam. Maybe that's why I got an ulcer. Even what is the other one that you would, the tapering dose of? I forgot what it's called. But anyway, the pharma has worked for me, but I don't depend on them either. I take as needed. There's another one, cyclobenzaprine. That's a muscle relaxer that works better. That's worked, unfortunately. But like I said, I don't depend on it, and I don't take them. And I'm just throwing them out there so anyone in the medical field knows exactly what those meds do. Some of them can be very harmful for your liver or your kidneys or your stomach. Maybe that's how I got the ulcer. Who knows? But I just put this video out there not to tell you not to try it, and not to any negative on the company. It's just my experience. So if you have any questions, any comments, experience, just like me, you could put them below. If you have any other questions that you think I might be able to answer based on my experience, I will gladly answer. Leave in the comments below. I'm sorry that this video is long. This is one straight long video. It's unedited, and I just wanted to express everything that I experience and what my expectations were, and based on claims, I didn't experience those benefits that other people did. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more channel related content.